We're here at M&T Bank Stadium here at Ravens with the Baltimore Ravens playing. I tell you what, this is a great event because our very first coach, as a matter of fact, I got to think, are you the dean? You may be the dean of coaches. See, you're young, because you're younger than me. You may be the dean of coaches. Is that right in the MEAC?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay, yeah, seventh season. Trei Oliver is the head football coach at North Carolina Central, who joins us here at Media Day. What's going on, Coach?
Not too much, but we're trying to make it, man. Trying to make it.
So, talk to me. What's the off-season sort of been like? As I know you're a couple of years removed from that from the national championship, then also making the playoffs. Maybe not the season you exactly wanted. You still had 8 wins. It's good wins. What was the off-season like for you?
Well, it's been very productive. We trying to obviously create some depth at all positions. We were a 1 win short every year the last 2 years. So we've been really trying to be intentional with everything we're doing, paying attention to detail, and everything counts, everything matters. So we got to, cross our T's and dot our I's with everything we're doing. And, you can't have a good season and slip up one game. So we got to figure out a way to run the table in the conference.
I got to ask you this because I think it's very important. I think you and I think alike in terms of the transfer portal. I'm not, it's just a question, NIL. How have you adapted to that? I think I don't, and maybe you haven't, but I know it's not your favorite thing, but how have you adapted to that, particularly as the years have gone on?
What, transfer portal?
Yeah,
yes.
Well, transfer portal in particular, yes.
Well, transfer portal, we obviously had to kind of dive into that a little bit. I'm not a big fan of transfer portal, but we do try to focus on guys that we had a relationship prior to. Either we recruited previously, or we had a relationship with the head coach. So it's all about relationships. It's about fit, and it's more than just watching huddle film and all that stuff. It's about, do they fit our culture? And you look at our team right now. Our best players are from high school. Mm-hmm. So when you look at all conference teams in our conference, most of the guys are high school young men, student athletes. So that's the big thing for me. Now that we are losing guys in the portal, sometimes we have to, grab 1 or 2 out. But again, it starts with recruiting those high school guys first and foremost.
Let me ask you about a guy in particular, Joaquin Davis, because I looked up, and it's like I looked up. He came back last year. He was back last year, but I think it was his 4th year. I think,
yes.
but it seemed like he had been there forever. He's a guy that played 4 years, extremely productive. NFL scouts liked him. What does it not having him this year? And it's always going to be a tricky. Like, you got to move on. I get it. But what is it going to be like not having that guy? Not only from a production on the field, but what he meant to the program for 4 years.
Yeah, he was an outstanding young man, both on and off the field. A leader, first class type person. And I think now that we're going to replace him with Quentin McCall. Quentin was hurt last year, had a knee injury, and he's back and he's hungry. So I really see him filling that role of what Joaquin Davis did last year for us, a big receiver on the edge that can run and go get it. So with Quentin McCall coming back, I don't see us losing anything.
When you got a quarterback, you got a chance. You got a quarterback.
I got a couple of quarterbacks.
You got a couple of quarterbacks.
I do.
Well, let's talk about those. I want to talk about Mr. Walker in particular, but let's talk about some of the other guys also.
Yeah, obviously Walker Harris, has been a starter for us, and the big thing about Walker was he didn't mind sitting behind Davius Richard for a couple of years to really learn and understand the system, and I thought that helped him out a lot to slow the game down. Last year, he had a productive season for us, and we're expecting him to do, bigger things this year. Behind him, we have Joshua Jones out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, outstanding talent, dual threat guy. And then we have Javion Martin out of South Carolina, unbelievable talent, very, very, very athletic. So those guys are going to be a good switch up if we need to go to them, because they're obviously a dual threat guy.
In these days, I got to be honest, as I get older, Coach, it's just hard for me to keep up with everybody. Well, first of all, because I'm getting older, but second of all, because everybody's moving all over the place, right? So who do you have that you're expecting big things from that maybe people don't know, whether it's a transfer guy, whether it's a high school guy, whomever it may be?
I got to wait to see, I have to wait to see about what these transfer guys do.
Right.
But I think that the one that's going to be the backbone of our team is going to be our offensive line.
Okay.
I like our offensive line. We got a lot of guys returning. We have a new O-line coach. We lost a bunch of coaches off season, but we have a new O-line coach. And Coach Mack has come in and done a phenomenal job. And those guys are hungry. and I'm excited to see us run the football this year.
Last thought, just your thoughts on, sort of got couple new coaches, in the MEAC. You're the dean of coaches at 7 years in, and then two-part, and then trying to get back to getting that MEAC championship.
Yeah, it's good to have these new guys in here. We had dinner last night with Coach Vic and Coach Jackson, and we had a great time at dinner, had laughed and had a great time. We told them that it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be some folks gunning for them. So, two great guys, a lot of experience, and obviously it's going to be a lot of folks watching us.
Okay, appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you, man.
You got it.